Hey everybody, Oklahoma Community Watch, Oklahoma Cameraman. I'm out here in Fresno, California, and actually was able to come across a pretty good artist. He had did a painting of Mrs. Casey Camp, a picture of a lady I took a picture of, and I was able to kind of finally come and meet him personally. I want to introduce him. Bobby, could you tell everybody your name?
Yeah, I'm Bobby Martin. I'm an enrolled member of the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma. And just a little background of what I do is I actually got into painting as far as like a coping tool. I always did art my whole life, but in the local communities like Men's Group and Wellbriety, and they kind of encouraged me to do art. So I did my first show with James Luna about 2 years ago, and I sold my pieces. And then ever since then, it just kind of steamrolled into what it is now. And so like my main thing is like every painting I sell, I try to gift one. I do paint nights with local youth in the communities, and it's even outgoing to like the Sacramento, Elk Grove area. So I'm trying to move up and down California, working with youth groups and empowerment speeches, just to hopefully get in touch with these youth and get them off the streets and get them into art or get them into whatever would motivate them to be more into their culture. So most of my paintings here are all ancestors. Every painting I do, I try to honor, even though they're not Choctaw, these are war chiefs, and they're important people in Native history. Of course, we honor our athletes, like Billy Mills here. You know, I got the Sitting Bull, the Chief Joseph, and I've done a lot of, also, I wouldn't say political, but more history-based paintings that I've sold. But so this was from a boarding school exhibit in Minnesota. And this is the last one I have left. Then it was a series of 5. But what I do is try to highlight the boarding school era and just kind of how that affected Native communities and how we're still recovering from that today. And that's about what I do.
Okay, what's the address here?
So we're located at the M Street Arts Galleries in Fresno, California. And the address is 1419 M Street, Fresno, California.
And then could they find you on any social media?
Yeah, so what you can do to find my stuff, I also do shirts. So I do a clothing line just because growing up, the only shirts you can wear that were native were the mascot ones. So, you know, I got all these pictures of me growing up as a kid with you know, all the mascots. And then after learning the history, talking to my elders, I know that's not something we should support. So, you know, I made a clothing line just to empower youth and wear shirts that aren't, you know, using mascots as a way to so-called support Native histories. So you can go to www.bloodlineartstudios.com and you can find all my clothing, pictures of all my art, pictures of all the paint classes that I've done with the youth and upcoming events.
Okay, how about Instagram?
My Instagram is Bobby Vaughn 14, and you just type in Bobby Vaughn Martin on Facebook, and you'll find me.
All right. Well, hey, brother, it was a pleasure. Hey, before we go, could you show the painting or the?
Yeah. So this is a print, and basically, I just wanted to honor her for the work that she did as far as like a Standing Rock and being a water protector, and basically, you know, all the work that she does in the communities. So.
And her name is Casey Camp Hornick.
And then also, so this is what I do is I try to do at powwows is I make these prints, and instead of charging what other artists would do for prints, you know, I give tons of these away to the younger generation at powwows, and then I sell them for $5 to $10. And even though I'm not making a profit, you know, I use it as a way to empower youngsters when they go by. I'm like, if they're gravitating towards a particular painting, you know, I try to give them a print, and they're, you know, just to get them happy about something. You know, everybody wants to take home something.
All right, Bobby. Well, hey, I really appreciate everything you have done for the community and for the youth, and I especially appreciate what you did for me with that, you know, portrait of Miss Casey Camp. Everybody, hey, this is Oklahoma Community Watch, Oklahoma Cameraman. Thank you, and you guys have a blessed day.